Alright, what up people? It's your boy, Ling Jing. I know it's been a while. I've been trying to figure out my settings and whatnot. I've been having a lot of trouble with my stream recently, so it's been cutting out and giving me a lot of bad feedback. But today, we're going to go over that and fix that and show you guys what I did. Remember guys, I stream every Monday through Thursday. Come check me out. I'd really appreciate it. Come talk, chat. Monday through Thursday right here, noon to 5:30. Check me out. What do you got to lose? We're going to go over something today. First thing I want you guys to do, literally, it's the easiest thing to do, and you just delete cache and restart. Start completely from scratch. I know it's going to prompt you that, oh, you're going to delete everything, but thankfully Streamlabs OBS saves everything into the cloud, so that way you can just sign back in, bring it right back over. That's the first step. So step two, number two. So this is going to give us three things. We're going to go to Ookla speed test, just a simple speed test, just whatever you want to do. And it'll give you three things once you hit go and finish your speed test. It'll give you your ping, it'll give you your download speed, and your upload speed. What we're going to focus on here is number three, your upload speed. And I'll show you guys right now what that means. So this right here is our upload speed, and this is going to be our bit rate. So what you can do to get your bit rate, grab your calculator, bring it up, and just times 7.17 times 1,000. And that'll give you your bit rate. So you can use, technically, if no one else is on the internet, 7,170 bits per second. But you roughly only want to use 70%. Say if you're alone, go for it. Unless you have another browser up on your other screen, you can use it all. But we're only going to use about 70%. So we're going to times this again by 0.7. I'll do 0.75. And that gives us 5,377.5 bits per second. So that means we can use this much for our stream stuff ahead. I'll show you. We'll just skip to that. So time for step three. So this is a very important step on what you're going to have to run your settings at. And what this is the Twitch bitrate encoding and settings that you need to run to have the correct 1080p 60 frames per second, or you want to have 720p 30 frames or 60 frames per second. It all just depends on what you can run at the time, how good your internet is, and how good your computer is. And we're going to stick with 720p by 60 frames per second. That's the best for the starting out, and you should run roughly on around here just to have a smooth stream. So we're going to memorize this. Resolution 1280 by 720, bitrate 4500 kilobits per second. That is the one of the base. You can run lower. It doesn't really affect your stream, but its best optimal is going to be 45 or more. In frames per second, 60 or 50. Keyframe is going to be 2. We'll get to that. Presets is going to be fast to medium. You can put this higher, it doesn't matter. And profile, we'll get. So we're going to go to our settings. This is going to be the main thing that we want to look at. This is going to correspond with this little box right here that I'm circling. I'll have an arrow pointing to it, so we have it on the side. So we're going to go to the output tab. We're going to go on advanced, streaming tab, audio track 1. If you have a NVIDIA, your settings are going to be different. What I'm focusing on is we're going to focus on AMD, so we're going to stick with software 256. And as it says right here, this is going to be our software 256. If you're going with NVIDIA, then you're going to want to go to the one on the left. So we're going to go to the software 256 or 264. It says rate control CBR. We're going to click CBR right here. CBR. Okay. Now for your bitrate, depending on how much bitrate you have, you're going to put right here. And you want to save some for your audio and you other things like opening up another tab, say if you have Spotify or Netflix running in the background or something. You want to save some bitrate for that so you can open up other tabs, if you understand what I'm saying. So I set mine at 5,000. So that leaves me an extra 400 or so to do my audio and whatnot. And then I have an extra 2,000 in the background, just in case someone's watching Netflix in the other room. Next thing we're going to go through is keyframes. It says right here, 2 seconds. That's it. Just 2 seconds. Easy. Now we're going to go on CPU usage. This is important. This is how much usage your CPU is going through. Ultra fast does not mean it is the best. You're going to want to go lower and lower for the amount of output CPU to increase that rate. So what you can do is you can hit Control-Shift-Escape, and that'll bring up your task manager. Performance, and whenever you click on CPU while you're playing a game, this will skyrocket to about 20% depending on your CPU. Now, if you have a stream going up, your music going up, and everything, it'll be a lot higher. And depending on what you click on in here, you can go in placebo, and it'll pretty much max out your CPU usage to 100%. What I like to do is I like to sit around the 50 or 60 mark on my CPU, just because I don't want to overload it. So I go on slow, and it'll bump me up to about 60% usage, and it'll make my stream a little bit better quality. So that depends on what type of CPU you have. I'm rocking a Ryzen 9 3900X, so I'm able to run at a slower or even very slow, and it won't even max out my CPU with games. So I like to keep it on slow, and we'll go on to the next thing. And that's pretty much with the output tab. So now we're on video, and this is what we're going to use to set your scale frame of your screen, your resolution. So we'll refer back to this resolution scale, and it says 1280 by 720. So your output scaled resolution is what you're going to change, and that's just going to be 1280, but the same thing as that. Simple, right? Base canvas is just your screen. You don't need to change it. Set that to what your screen is originally, and you'll be fine. Downscale filter, I like to, there's 3 different ones. I like to do lens cons, however you say that, and common FPS and 60 frames. That's pretty much it. So what I want to get at is, if you have something wrong with your settings, just go and clear them all out, restart back to normal, and go through each setting step by step. Because if you're having a problem in your stream, and it's cutting out, or it's rendering a lot, or something's happening with your stream that you just don't like, it could be a settings problem. And you need to just go back into your settings, readjust, and go back and test out your stream, and it could be the world of difference. I had a problem for the last month, and that's why I didn't post, is because I was trying to figure out my settings, and I finally figured it out, and able to share it with you guys. And it's been a lot of trying to figure it out, everything on my own, but I've enjoyed it so far. But that's pretty much it, guys. I stream every Monday through Thursday from about noon to 5:30. I think I'm gonna open up my Discord within the next week. I'll try and post that. Maybe. We'll see. Maybe on the next video I'll post it. Yeah. But alright, guys. I appreciate it. But I'm out of here. Peace. Oh fuck, I'm dead. I'm dead. I walked right into one.
What the fuck are these guys? I don't know, run down. Outside the fence. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Where'd they come from?
I don't know. Got you. Right here, right here, right here. Team wipe. Woo! I got all of them. That was fucking dope. I did! Look at the kill cam! I got it recorded.